What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking that good old Alien Earth on FX. This is episode 6 titled The Fly. Tensions rise as powerful enemies confront each other. A dangerous plan unfolds, and curiosity leads to deadly consequences. Deadly, silly, stupid consequences. We're going to talk about it. I did enjoy the episode, Lamont. How did you feel about episode 6 to Fly? Oh my gosh. Where were you at, sir? Where you at?
I mean, I didn't think that this season could get any better than the last episode, and this episode was better than the last episode.
Really?
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, it felt like I was watching three different shows that are under the same umbrella in this one episode. It was amazing. I loved every piece of it.
Okay. I really did like it too, especially at the end where the crap just really hit the fan. I don't know if I'll say that I enjoyed it as much as episode 5. Episode 5 is
Mhm.
still the best of the season for me, but it doesn't really matter to me, at least. As long as the episode is great, I'm a happy camper. And I thought this one was done quite nice as well. The Fly. Toodles, what the hell are you doing, Toodles? I mean, geez, Louise, that was just dumb diddy. I mean, golly, just $6-8 billion down the drain. You know,
God,
got that ooze on them and just shut down. Man, that was quite disturbing. And another thing I like about the show, we be talking about it, Lamont, the score, man, when he was melting
oh,
away, doom, doom. I was just like, this is like
mm,
really effective. Like I felt sorry for him, but I didn't. Because that was idiotic right there. You're lying, first of all, talking about Curly's not there. You want to be a big boy and show Kirsch that you can do it. We got to remember that these are children, but dude ripped the door off, man. And Lamont, why didn't you just open the door and just shove it in there with your hand? Like, what possessed him to do a backspin 360 pivot move? I mean, you wasn't gonna put it that far in the cage when you tried to put it through the little doggy door the microwave door that you ripped off. I'm talking too much over here, but Toodles, R.I.P. Where you at on that, man? Where you
Toodles is the perfect name for his ass. Toodles, bye bye.
at?
Toodles, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Because, bruh, B. Avery, that was so dumb. And again, I hate to keep saying this, but if this was me and you, two highly intelligent, two highly scientific black men, do you think that we would have been moving around with that door, effing around with that door? No, we might be Avery. Those alien animals, they asses might would have starved. Okay, because if the safety valve ain't working, we ain't jerking.
Yeah,
Okay, Toodles got what he deserved, and I know a lot of your audience. They know that I have an affection for Lady Octo Eye.
yeah.
And here's the thing about Lady Octo Eye. I know
Lady.
some people are gonna I know some people are gonna try to say that Lady Octo Eye is evil. I'm still riding with her that she's not evil. In other words, if this was the Europeans coming here to colonize America and they found them a Native American friend, it was going to be Pocahontas. Octo Eye is the Pocahontas of coming to Earth dealing with humans. Because when she jumped on that window and she scared Toodles, she was not trying to scare him. She was trying to
Oh
warn him.
my God.
she,
Get out of
she
here.
was
I couldn't wait to bring it up. Keep going. Keep going with your
she
silly.
was trying to warn him about those things in there. And I
Well,
love how this was playing us into thinking that Octo Eye is evil when Pocahontas Octo Eye really is not
Lamar, we're
evil.
gonna we're gonna stop recapping the show if you're gonna just be trolling me over here with this nonsense. You know that Octo Eye was not trying to help Toodles. Okay. Octo Eye, Lady Octo Eye saw opportunity to shoot the club up, okay, just to throw some
What?
crap at the wall and
What?
get out of there.
What?
And
What?
stop
But
it, stop it, stop it. I'm gonna stop the
B,
recording. I'm gonna stop the recording.
how was she trying to shoot the club up when there was no opportunity for her to get out?
What do you mean? She envious because why am I calling her she anyway? We don't even know that. He envious because she locked up in a sheep's
What?
body and she want a human body.
What?
So she was trying to, she don't like that she was captured and taken across the galaxy at her own will, like
Yeah.
Wendy was talking about, which we're gonna get to as well. But yeah, Toodles is out of there. That's too bad. Maybe they can reboot him or something like that. I don't know. What you about to
Well,
say?
we did get an answer to something that we talked about in the first couple of episodes when we was wondering, is there anything that can damage their outer skin, their synthoid
Mm,
skin? And clearly, whatever breed of alien is in that hive, it can damage the synthoids. Now the
this is
question
true.
comes down to how much damage can it do to the cyborgs?
This is true. Can't wait to see how all of that's going to play out. What's also crazy is, bro, is Kirsch is watching all of this on the monitor. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. He may not want to say nothing because I mean, what can they do? Hey, they're falling apart over here and we can't do nothing. We're en route. So it's just crazy that, I mean, it is a machine that he's able to keep his cool. And Boy Cavalier is over here like, hey, how's everything? He on the woo woo acting. Oh God, I can't stand Cavalier. He just needed his ass whoop. We're gonna talk about him in a second. But yeah, man, Kirsch is watching this whole thing on the monitor, man. What is he gonna do when he gets back?
Bro, Kirsch is up to something, man.
Really?
You know what? Yeah,
Really?
Kirsch is up to something. I'm gonna peer a window into the future. Do you remember in this episode when Kirsch was in the elevator with Cyborg? Something tells me that those two are going to have to team up for some reason. And I
Really?
think that the writers are baking it in that those two are going to have to do some kind of a team up, if not this season, next season, because we are thinking that those two are probably the most cunning of each
Yes.
fashion.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that elevator scene had so much like tension and
Correct.
drama. That was one of the best elevator rides. It won't no elevator music in that elevator. That was a great ass elevator ride. And something is afoot with Kirsch because if you're sitting there watching these specimens get free, you watch one of your children allow a guy to get taken over and pull him into an air vent. Why didn't you tell Boy Genius? Because in all honesty, B. Avery, that is a situation where you should set that whole room on fire and be done with it.
Well, what I was going to ask you, what was he supposed to do? And I guess the answer is set the whole room on fire.
B, you cannot allow these things to get out. I mean, if you're really the way Boy Cavalier was talking about public safety and all that bull job, which we know they don't care about that. But if you
Right.
really was trying to have a protocol for public safety with these specimens, you would set the whole thing on fire or you would deep freeze everything, and none of that was done. So I think Kirsch has some let me see some Ultron motivations going on.
That is interesting because I was about to be like being silly, but at the same time, that room is supposed to be locked down. However, slightly was able to sneak out through a vent in the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah, yeah.
And that's not good at all.
Mm-mm,
That's kind
mm-mm.
of a
No,
what y'all think
no.
about that? Let us know in the comment section. But yeah, man, we gotta say it, man. RIP to Arthur. Damn. Yeah, man. Arthur, I liked Arthur. I got a
I
sound
did
effect
too.
for Arthur. I don't got one. I thought I did, but I feel sorry for Arthur. First of
Me too.
all, he got fired
Yeah.
because of his a hole of a wife. Like, what is that, man? That is just awful. Y'all supposed to be a team. Y'all supposed to be one. He's standing on ground. He's standing on 10 toes. I'm not gonna do it. This is you're this is evil. This is wrong. This is breaking protocol. No integrity. We can't be changing their personalities. You're gonna wipe the memory. I'm not doing it. We can no, we can do it. Like, why does she have his back, bro? That to me, that's just that relationship is not gonna work. It's not gonna work now because Arthur's dead. But Dame
Mhm.
pissed me off with that. We're gonna get back up to Arthur dying, but what did you think about that, man? He should have cussed her out. How would you have responded if your lady did you like that?
I think that anybody would like to think that if they are married to someone, that they would know in that situation the character would say, we're not going to do this to these kids. But oftentimes, as we see in marriages and relationships, behavior, sometimes you wake up completely to a total stranger one day and you don't even know how you got there. And I am assuming that that's what Arthur was feeling. And
Mm.
throughout the episode, they kind of showed where she was doing more siding with Kirsch. It almost seemed as if before we knew the characters that Kirsch could have been her husband when he's not. And you could just see the writing on the wall that she had greater ambitions than Arthur did. If I was looking at this from a political perspective, Arthur was a Democrat, and unfortunately, the wife is a Republican. Make that money, keep on going. And Arthur was about human rights, saving people, and you see what happened to him with trying to have human rights.
What do you think her reaction is going to be when she finds out that he was attacked by a face hugger that may have a alien pop out his chest? Because we know what happens. Smile, no, Slightly don't. We know an alien pops out. Slightly is under the impression that he's gonna be all right. That's gonna be a rude awakening. Remember, this is a child. But how you think they're gonna react? Her and Slightly and a Dame. That you're finding out that Arthur's dead or got a face hugger.
Slightly is gonna have hell to pay. That's all I can say about Slightly. They gave these synthoids the most perfect names because he's gonna be slighted, all right. That's coming, and
Mhm.
it might be by the wife. The wife is not going to be happy with this, and this could be the turning point for the wife. As you saw in this episode, she had a lot of moments of reckoning, and I think that those moments of reckoning are to turn her character back to humanity and saving humanity and actually having a heart the way Arthur did. And when she finds out the truth about this, she might be ready to leave that island, or she might be ready to jump ship to the other company.
Well, what do you mean found out the truth? Found out the truth of what?
When she finds out that Slightly
Oh,
had,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, my fault. My fault. My fault. I see. Do you like Dame? Because she was trying to run game on Wendy, just like, but Wendy, we're here for the children. We love you. We're here. I'm here. You have to tell me what's wrong so I can make it better. Wendy, like, what if you're what's wrong? You wench.
Hmm.
Like,
Yep.
Wendy is done. They wiping. You
Yeah.
can't be wiping memories. Okay,
Right.
Wendy was a bit naive and I love everybody, butterflies and starships and all that. But when her and I'm jumping around here, do you like Dame?
No.
No,
No.
okay,
No.
no,
No.
no, no.
No. No. There's no situation where I would ever date a MAGA woman, and right now, till she changes, she's MAGA.
Definitely didn't mean date her. That's not what I was asking at all. I just meant as a she was trying to
Mm-mm.
finesse Wendy.
No.
Did you
No.
believe her? Do you think she was being
No.
genuine? Okay.
No.
Because she could
No.
be lying or she could be delusional. Like, you really believe the stuff coming out of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That type.
Right. And I mean that coincides with her character. Look how she did Arthur.
Yeah.
That completely coincides with who she is as a character. Right now, she's a scumbag. And Wendy hit the nail on the head. You're experimenting. That's what you're doing.
Mm,
And her thrill for experimenting, in essence, got her husband killed.
yeah. Oh, that's awful. I forgot to comment on this. You said that Kirsch and what is his name?
Moreau.
Morrow is going to team up. I don't know about that, bro. I think they're setting up a throwdown between them, like a fight, a square off.
Oh,
You know.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay.
But I
That's
do think that they're still going to have to team up for some reason.
if you had to put money on it, a dollar. Who you got? Where you putting your money?
See, this is when you
Kirsch,
got to try to get.
the AI, or Morrow, the cyborg?
If we was just going by what we've seen this season, I think everybody would put their money on Morrow. But Kirsch just seems unbothered by everything, which tells me dude must got some tricks up his sleeve, man. Dude got some tricks up his sleeve. He is
Uh,
unbothered. Do you feel me? So
I'm
that
thinking
tells me he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, Lamont, did they think this through? They wiped the memory of Nibs.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, did they not think that the other children were gonna find out like Wendy did? Like, hey, you don't remember this tragic event that we just went through, and they just gonna be okay with it? Because Wendy found out again, she was pissed. You know, I mean, um, the episode started. She was knocked out nibs, waking up, thinking that she was going talking about she was having a baby, which is crazy. All she remembered was a training room. She don't remember nothing. Tell me, what is wrong with you? I don't have none of that. A baby? You just making up stuff. And they one looking at her like she crazy, the other one looking like you crazy. Like, wait a minute. And that's where everything fell apart. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts there, if any?
First of all, man, just think of this. They portrayed a synthoid that actually had psychosis. This chick actually thought she was pregnant. So that's different in of itself.
Yeah.
Number two, Wendy was the first in this experiment. And so she seems to be a kind of way more mature than everyone else. And they might would have been able to pull the wool over everybody else's eyes, but you're not pulling the wool over Wendy. Wendy has the ability to communicate with some of these alien creatures on this ship. She thinks she's Mama Bear now.
Mm.
And by her being more mature, thinking she's Mama Bear, you're not going to be able to fool her like this. So, if anything, you should have thought about, you might could get away with lying to the rest of them, Toodles and Slightly and Blightly and Not Rightly. You could have lied to them, but you definitely ain't going to be able to lie to Wendy. And I think this is going to be the nail that's going to help Wendy get off that island with her brother and take her little alien puppies with her.
Yeah, I don't even know where to go next. You mentioned two things being mature. I was going to ask you about a character that I would like to mature, but you also said going off with her brother, Joe the Hermit, which we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the mature thing. You said that Wendy is more mature. A character that I would like to mature a little bit more is Smee, the little black boy.
Yeah.
He just wants to be friends, and play around. While Slightly is over here sweating, trying to find a sacrifice, for Morrow. Do you have any opinion on Smee at all?
He's just being a kid. I mean,
Mm.
he hasn't done any maturing. He's just trying to enjoy being a child, and where they're at and what they're doing with these individuals, these characters, you can't do that. And that's probably he's going to be easy fodder to be killed.
Oh, you think he's gonna die?
Oh, he's going to die. Yeah.
Who else is gonna die? Pull out the notepad. We ain't did that in a minute. Who is gonna die? Who's gonna live? If you don't mind. I
Okay.
mean, whatever you want to do, you can just name one people or 10 people. It's up to you. I know I've kind of
Um,
put you on
old boy is definitely dying. Black dude, he's dead. That little kid,
tomorrow.
he's done.
Oh,
Yeah,
me?
no, no, no. Yeah, Smeed.
Okay. Okay.
Um, uh, I can't think of the girl's name. The one that says she's pregnant. I think she's going to kick the
Nibs.
bucket.
Nibs. Got
Nibs,
a Nibs
Nibs,
right.
yes.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
don't want to see that happen because I actually like her character. I think that you can use a crazy synthoid here and there. She's going to kick the bucket. I also think that the butler for the boy Wonder is going to die.
Yeah.
And those are my predictions.
Okay. I can rock with it. I can rock with it. I'm gonna keep mine safe to my chest. Yeah, he may die. He may die. But what about Joe though? Joe is a bit naive. He's like, hey, we're gonna get out of here. Wendy don't want to leave. She's like, what if I don't want to go? What if I want to stay? He talking to Kirsch. Kirsch is like, bro, that's you. It's like an onion asking to help a starfish or something like that. That was a crazy ass analogy. He's like, do you actually think the Cavalier is gonna let you take her with you so that y'all can be a family? This person can travel the galaxy and stars for thousands of years, create faster than life travel, and you want to have Thanksgiving dinner. Joe got a wake up call, man. Is he and Wendy going to end up together? Or they going to split up and go their separate ways?
They're going to end up together because you're seeing the turn in Wendy's character from when she first told her brother, "What if I don't want to go?" Because she was curious about these alien organisms. Now that she's really and truly learning that in essence she was kind of lied to about why she's in this experiment and that they really and truly don't care about them no more than how they can use them. Hence the conversation she had with Arthur's wife. I think she's going to see the light. She still cares for her brother, and she is going to somehow, some way escape this island with her brother and with the xenomorphs.
Do you feel that their actual property though?
No, I mean, think of it like this, because we can make this analogy very easily. This is no different from European settlers coming to America, excuse me, the native land, and then they're bringing Africans, calling them property here. You go to another planet, another galaxy. As you guys can see, I'm wearing my galaxy shirt.
Okay, I see where
Earth
you're
is right
going.
there.
First, I was like, "What are you talking about?" I see where you're going.
Yeah. You go
I'm
to another galaxy and you bring you somehow or another you apprehend these creatures, and I'm sure they didn't come willingly. They
hold on,
never
hold on,
do.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm not talking about the creatures. I'm talking about the hybrids. Are they property?
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, because they wouldn't exist if it wasn't for them to begin with. They'd be dead. They would be
Yeah,
dead.
I mean, you legitimately could make that argument, but slave masters made the same argument. These slaves that we have would be dead if we wasn't feeding them, providing them housing, and
We
all
didn't
that.
we didn't create that's totally different. These are not humans. These children was gonna die, and they said, okay, you can either cease to exist, or through our technology, your consciousness can live on. They are
Okay.
100% responsible for that. You know,
Mhm.
us as black people, we were created by God. So
Okay. Well,
no.
if you want to take that perspective, then their consciousness was created by God.
Oh, okay. If that's your answer, that's your answer. I was just curious, and I want to know what everybody
I,
else thinks in the comments. Yeah, keep
I,
going.
I, I just, I mean, I do think though, if you're going to be by the letter of the book, I'm sure he had them and their parents sign contracts that
Okay,
say
fair.
these are mine.
That's
I'm
fair.
sure that there was some contract that said, yeah, I know this might be pushing some ethical bounds, and I'm taking something that was created by you and God and putting it into something that we created. But at the end of the day, if they sign a contract for it, then legally they're bound. But what happens, B. Avery, if I sign up and go to the heart doctor and I tell them to put a titanium heart in me that is a new experiment that can keep my heart pumping for 1,000 years? Do I become the property of that hospital, even though I signed the contract?
I see what you're saying. I mean, that's
Because I would be dead. My heart is going to stop beating by the time I'm 120. And if this new titanium heart can keep me beating for 500 years, am I the property of the hospital?
hashtag titanium hearts. It's going down 2037. Um,
A
uh,
adamantium heart.
you know what I'm saying? Lamont, at the very beginning of the episode, we had the showdown between
Oh,
Cavalier,
ugh,
Prodigy, and Yutani.
yes.
Yutani and Prodigy. Why this mofo don't have on no shoes, man? And he got his feet everywhere. Like, are you serious? You need to ask, bro. You definitely need to be humble. What you think about this change, man? They throwing billions around like they nickels. 10 billion,
Yeah,
50
man.
billion, 25 billion. I make trillions. I make more trillions. Let's look at the data. What you think? What you
Yeah.
think? What you think? What you
Man,
think?
that scene was amazing, man. He played his role in there
Uh,
with his feet on, got on his damn jailhouse pajamas, and his quirkiness, his androgynous energy, almost as if he's pushing being in the LGBT community, climbing on tables and shit. Oh my God, that was amazing acting. It really hyped up that scene. And some of what he was saying, you could honestly believe it and get with it, but in the
yeah,
end, you know that it was all nefarious.
yeah,
And I really enjoy how Morrow said, if they don't want to play ball, then we're going to do to them what happened on that ship. And let's see how much ball they want to play then. And of course, I like the lady who's the head of Morrow's organization because she tried to keep her cool, even though Child Cavalier was behaving badly. This was just a fire scene and one of my top two scenes of this whole episode.
yeah. There are two of the five large companies, man. You think we ever gonna see who the other five are, or
Not
other
this
three are?
not this season unless it's a cliffhanger. Because those other companies are going to want to get involved. When they find out what's going on, they're getting involved.
Do you think that Utani is gonna find out that Cavalier was the one behind this whole thing as well? When he over here perpetrating, he's the one that was talking to Petrovich on the ship and told him to crash the plane, the ship into his territory. You think they're gonna find out?
Oh yeah, because Morrow know, and
Yeah,
Morrow probably done spilt the beans already.
that's true. I don't know why I asked that silly question. Why would he keep that to himself? Okay, so I guess I guess it's gonna be a war of some type. I got my money on
Hmm.
Utani. I just do not like Cavalier at all, man. I really
I,
don't.
I don't like him, and I would love to see him get tortured by some of these aliens. I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die. I mean, he's running around there trying to give everybody athlete's feet. He's rubbing on people's heads. Did you see him with the pilot when they was flying back, rubbing on his head, rubbing on his shoulders and stuff like that? Dude
Mhm.
is a straight weirdo, and I want to see him afraid.
Yeah.
Like I want to see him so scared that he pees on himself and he's laughing because he's so scared. That's what I want to see happen to him.
How did you feel about the security soldiers? Like, the black chick and
Hmm.
the other guy, they was walking in the rain. They said, "Hey, over here on Prodigy, he has his own security. So we're the muscle. Okay. We're expendable." It's like, "Hey man, whatever you're planning, leave it alone. I got a job. Okay. I'm outside. I can handle bugs, the aliens in there. I'm not tripping, man. I got bills to pay." I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies. Don't mess up a good thing. What you think about them?
They're naive. I mean, they're naive soldiers that have just said, I'm not going to think for myself. I'm going to let somebody else think for me because trying to think for myself is too hard. And I'll just die not having a thought of myself. And I was going to think that Wendy's brother would do more to let them know that this is real. Like y'all not ready for what they got up in this building. Y'all
Yeah.
not ready for that. But he didn't, and I guess they're gonna find out. Now that's another death prediction. That black lady, she's gonna kick the bucket.
I don't want it to. I mean, I'm indifferent with her anyway. I
Yeah,
don't like her either. She's just kind of there. Um,
yeah.
I guess she can be fodder, but it's gonna be some people dying. But and we talk about Wendy, man. I don't even know if I understand where she's coming from, but I don't even know if I like her because she's like, maybe the aliens can be good, but she making points
Yeah,
though, talking about the aliens did not ask to be here.
that's
Joe
true.
can bring them there. But she's like, bees and ants, they have colonies and hives
Yeah.
and things of this nature. But she's able to communicate with the xenomorphs, bro. That's dangerous. I mean, the xenomorph whisperer. Is she gonna team up with the
Mhm.
aliens? Is she gonna team up with the humans, the hybrids, the cyborgs? Where is Wendy gonna end up, bro? Because after this, watching this episode, I have no clue. She may turn against some.
Oh, oh, that's happening. Wendy is probably gonna be the line in the sand against all the other 5 companies that are gonna want to use these alien um tissues for experimentation because they're setting it up to let you know that she's not down with being used as an experimentation herself. She's not down with them using aliens as experimentation. And she is probably going to rally these troops and any humans, cyborgs, and synthoids that want to join her, which is how Morrow and Kirsch might team up to stop these other people from trying to use these creatures. And if she is going to be the one who can communicate with all these organisms, you better watch out
Yeah,
because in order to take down the organisms, you're going to have to take down Wendy.
yeah, yeah. He is. Y'all let us know what you think. Hopefully it'll pay off the little nugget alley oop that Arthur gave Joe before he passed. He turned the trackers off of the hybrids, and so but Mr. Arthur's not gonna make it. What did I leave out, man? Is there anything that you can think of that you want to get off your chest? Slightly over here. What would you do if you was in Slightly's position? I they have my family. I have a family too. where you were with slightly? You can you agree with his decision or no?
No, he should have just told Kirsch. I mean, Kirsch seems like he's a fixer. I mean, Kirsch is a synthoid version of MacGyver. For those that don't know, this was a show in the 80s where you had this
Yeah.
one male who could fix anything with a paper clip and a pencil. That's Kirsch. He could have told Kirsch, and Kirsch probably could have got the job done, but he didn't, like a dummy. And the sad thing is, Kirsch knows it's happening. He knows he was watching Slightly do this whole entire thing
Heard the
for a
whole
reason, B.
yeah.
Yeah, for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm intrigued with is how Arthur warned Wendy's brother. Warned Wendy's brother. Said, get this and get her and get off this island. And I think Wendy is now at the point where she's probably going to want to get off the island. But the problem is going to be that she wants to get off the island with these creatures, and her brother's going to be like, "Oh hell no, I'm not getting on no boat with you and that thing. That thing ain't got no eyes. It's got four bald heads like Michael Jordan and no eyes and big teeth and a tongue that is alive. I'm not.
Yeah.
He's not going. So maybe if she can prove to the brother that she can protect him from these creatures, maybe they'll become friends. I don't know. I don't see no cupids. I don't see no Cupid shooting the brother in the butt with these creatures, but at the end of the day, he loves Wendy. I think Wendy loves him, and it's going to be her ship, my brother.
I'm still mad at Arthur for running in there without no mask on or no gloves or nothing. He just opening doors
Come
like,
on, man.
what are you?
Yeah, man.
Dog, you know, but you know,
B, why are these people so leisurely
I don't know.
around these creatures?
I don't get it.
Like,
I have on
and will somebody
like layers
B?
on
I would be.
layers.
I would be in there with a lead suit, something Superman can't penetrate. You
Bruh,
feel me?
bruh.
No. And when is somebody gonna free the good lady Octo Eye? Just in there rotting away in this sheets, but would somebody let her out, please,
We're
so
gonna
she can
see.
help, so that she can help the humans?
Guys, we got 2 episodes left. It is going
Just
down.
it.
I'm having so much fun watching these episodes. I'm having so much fun recapping it with Lamont. I'm having so much with you guys engaging in the comment section. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. This is Alien Earth episode 6, The Fly. Next week is Emergence. Let's see. An escape plan is hatched, leading to a breaking of factions, betrayals, and shocking confrontation. Dun dun dun. We will be here same time, same place next week for that. So subscribe if you haven't already, so you can get all of this Just My Opinion reviews goodness. That is Kimberly's channel. That is not Lamont's. Let me fix that real quick. My bad. My bad.
And Kimberly is a fantastic YouTuber, by the way, y'all. If you ain't subscribed to her, just go ahead and take that accident and subscribe to her channel right now.
Yes. And why does it say I'm not subscribed to you? That doesn't make sense. They be tripping. But subscribe to Lamont's channel, like I just did, and subscribe to my channel as well. We will both really appreciate it. And check out our other videos. We also talking about Peacemaker, and we have so much up our sleeves. But guys, we want to thank you again for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's Just Our Opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.